Welcome back. Former President Donald Trump will become president again in a matter of hours, and it's anyone's guess what the next 4 years really hold. So 12 News journalist William Pitts went to local leaders to see what they want out of the incoming administration.
Arizona is purple. Democrats run the state, Republicans run the legislature, 2 Democratic senators, and it swung for Trump in November. So what does a purple state want out of the next 4 years?
The basic things that all Americans have, we want everybody to have.
Pastor Warren Stewart is a longtime civil rights activist. Arizona recognizes Martin Luther King Day in no small part because of him.
We still do not have equitable public education funding. We do not have access to available health care for the least, the left out, the lonely. We do not have a fair legal system.
Right now, we have a lot of rich people making decisions for people who are not rich.
Andre Miller, also a pastor, also involved in civil rights, with very similar requests.
I think that we've kicked the can of immigration down the road too long. I think there needs to be legislative action to just put that to bed once and for all.
The brinksmanship that we've started to develop over the last several years on the debt ceiling is a real problem.
The debt ceiling, basically the U.S. agreeing to pay its bills, has to be raised or the economy, the global economy even, will probably crash. Maybe not surprisingly, Todd Sanders with the Greater Phoenix Chamber of Commerce wants the feds to focus on business.
We want to focus on immigration and workforce from a chips perspective. We have TSMC here.
Arizona has a fledgling microchip industry. It's going to need continued attention to grow.
Trade has to be something that we're going to ask our members from our delegation to engage in.
From Congress's side of this thing, and I'd love to see some financial responsibility out of those guys.
Kelly Cooper has a unique perspective from most. He's run for Congress twice with President Trump's endorsement. He's met Trump more than once and likes him. His list basically begins and ends with the country's budget.
More often than not, it seems as though that money is being used on poorly supervised, untransparent projects that really don't go anywhere.
But there's one thing everyone agreed on. They've been asking for the same thing for years, decades, through way more than one president.
Has the list ever changed?
No, it hasn't changed because the United States has not yet lived up to what it says in the Constitution.
We continue to fall for the same gimmicks and games, generation after generation.
Now, I would like to see more things happening for the betterment of our state and our nation, but we'll take the little victories when we get them.
And let's be honest, we're all tired of fighting.
People unfriending or defamilying people over politics, I think that time is over, or at least I hope so.
Can we not do things to advance vitriol, but instead dialogue and what are the common goals that we all have?
America is a country of competing wants. Not everyone gets what they want. Sometimes no one does. But every 4 years, we get to try again. In Phoenix, William Pitts, 12 News.
William, thank you. Interesting perspectives there.